Hello, everybody. We are back yet again. I know it's only been a couple days, but it feels like forever. Anyway, thank you all for joining us again for yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones. With our new setup, excuse me as I have to fix a couple cameras here and there while we're doing this, but we're getting everything together. So, thank you all. Before we start, a few announcements, starting with Scott. It's your turn.
Hi. Sure. I'm Scott. We have 678 YouTube subscribers today. Lots of angel numbers having to do with 678. But as a veteran of the internet dating scene, I know that 678 has a special meaning. It's the white whale for all the women out there. Over 6 foot tall, 7-figure income, and 8 units of measurement that only make sense in non-metric countries. And that's what we are here at Those Natural Ones. We're the 678 of DnD streams. And you can help us maintain that by going to our Patreon and donating to the stream, patreon.com/Those Natural Ones. Lots of levels to choose from. One of those levels includes a weekly shout out. So once again, thank you for your continued support. Lesson Flora Marlatt, Don Marlatt. Check it out. Many levels to choose from. We are definitely not catfishing you on the 678 thing, but go check it out for yourself. Patreon.com/Those Natural Ones.
Indeed. Sorry, I didn't think you were going to finish that quickly. No, I got a Dorito in my mouth.
I'm down, man. That's all I had.
Doritos, if you want to sponsor us, shout out to Doritos. Just not the stale ones I'm eating right now. Anyway, when not on Patreon, where else can they find us, Emery?
When they're not supporting us on Patreon, for which we do appreciate every single bit of support, you can watch us on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on Trovo. You can interact with us on Facebook. You can also interact with us on Threads, which is better Twitter, and also Twitter, because that's kind of still where everyone is right now. You can listen to the audio-only form wherever podcasts are spread out amongst the people. You can interact with our very own Butch in Butch's blog on Tumblr. You can watch the little snippets of the fun and the shenanigans that we get up to on YouTube, on the YouTube shorts, and TikTok. Do remember to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down, hit the button. The button. What button am I thinking of? The bell. Hit the bell for notifications, so that way you never miss an episode. Any and all support and engagement helps us out a ton. And if you already have an Amazon Prime account, you get every month a free Twitch Prime subscription. Please, if you like our show, why not use that free Twitch Prime subscription on us?
I mean, you're already paying Daddy Bezos for it. You might as well make use of it.
Yeah, convince Daddy Bezos to slide us a little coin.
That's right. So, thank you for that. I believe that is it for our announcements, unless I am thoroughly forgetting something, which is also a possibility. Yeah, real quick. Oh, yes, I am forgetting something. So I know we just had it last week, but our next in-person episode, Friday, March 8th. I know it's kind of quick, back to back, but sometimes that's just how the chips fall, as it were. So Friday.
I'm excited.
Friday.
March 8th?
March 8th.
Nice.
Here. Twitch.tv/Those Natural Ones, YouTube.com/@Those Natural Ones, and that is it for the announcements. Sam, what happened on Friday? Tell us, please.
So Friday, we were in person
And boy, was that an interesting time. It was fun, but it was also sad. Anyways, the party, last session, the party was standing outside the shadow glass windowed tower, and we discussed our plans. And after a bit of what was definitely not stalling, discussing diplomacy and Sid's deal, we literally knocked on the door, only to have the doors just swing wide open for us. We snuck about the tower, stealing fruit, looking for signs of inhabitants. And then, while Elric was investigating the upper floor, he found Nintra, who saw through his invisibility immediately and insisted we all join her in the room. We attempted to negotiate with her, she got weirdly close to our faces, and with an unsurprising lack of success, battle ensued. The Princess of Shadow Glass and her shadow creatures, which sapped our strength with each hit, but were remarkably squishy, so we had that going for us. During the battle, Rhett was suddenly pulled into a vortex of glass and disappeared entirely. Butch called for Sahanin's divine intervention to bring her back, but was met with silence. We did vanquish Nintra, releasing Sid and his crew from their contract, but Rhett did not return. Sending did not even reach her. Butch's divination as to Rhett's fate revealed that our paths have diverged, but that we must continue on our own mission. We used the Sending Stone to tell Sid to meet us on the outskirts of the city, and our remaining party, ended the session there at the scene of the crime. Still in the building.
Indeed.
With Nintra awkwardly shoved into her bed.
I forgot about that part. So, that is where we will pick up. You sent a message to Sid, told him to meet you outside on the outskirts of town. Looking out the window, you didn't notice anyone seeming to notice your presence or notice any kind of commotion coming from the tower, shockingly. What are you all doing?
Okay. Rhett, my sending spell did not work, but I think I know why. I'm guessing. Elric, didn't you say, or was it Arnon? Didn't you say something about the flow of time in the Feywild is different from the other planes?
No, you can lose time when you transfer between planes.
You can lose time? I'm just wondering if she's out of sync with us. Because Sunny Mumbo indicated that she was alive, just not able to join us. So I'm wondering if we're out of sync or something. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out if I should, how much I need to be mourning right now. Which is going to sit down.
If you were told that she's on a different path, it stands to reason that she's still alive somewhere.
Yes, but metaphysically, it could be that she's dead and she's moving under her heavenly reward. However, she did say that she did not indicate it was impossible for us to meet back up with her, which tells me she's probably alive.
I think there's space for mourning either way, Butch. I want to believe that she's fine wherever she is and happy. But we can still mourn the fact she's not here with us. But maybe also not here? And I gesture to the smoldering room.
Yeah, probably should keep a lid on it, at least until we get out. Where are we meeting them?
Outskirts of town.
On which side of town?
Let's pretend I told them the way we came. into the town. Because I totally told Sid that, unless there was a more convenient way we discussed.
We'll say at some point in your 3-day journey to Sinalestra, you guys came up with a rendezvous point that was going to be roughly, let's say, a quarter mile to the east of town.
Okay. Arnon, you said you're watching the windows?
Yeah.
Are you watching the walls?
I'm surprised we don't have an angry mob at the doors. I'm also surprised that nothing metaphysical happened after she was destroyed.
What do you mean by metaphysical?
Like magical, like she's tied to this tower, right? Shouldn't she be? I don't know how things work in the Feywild.
We did see contracts fade, right?
You did.
Yeah, but what, Nick? What do the windows look like now? Just ordinary windows?
Make a perception check.
Let's see if I can do that with our updated Foundry.
Thanks, Foundry.
Thanks, Foundry.
A normal roll, because take extra time does not exist in 5th edition. 19.
With a 19, you look at the windows and they still are that dark, dark black, gray stained glass, but after studying them for a few minutes, you don't notice any movement inside like you did before.
All right, so presumably the windows are not storing souls for the next inhabitant of the tower. That's good? Maybe?
If no one's come to either kick us out or kill us for what we've done within like the next hour or so, that might speak to how the people view the princess.
You also realize that you're about, like, the length of this branch out from you're close to 100 feet in the air over the main ground floor and thoroughfare of this town, and you walked out onto this branch by at least 200 feet. So you are slightly removed from the general population.
Or it could be that we've somehow managed to do what we did without going noticed. In either case, we ought to count ourselves lucky.
Or blessed.
For character reasons, Orpheus is kind of standing off from the rest of the group, angry, frustrated. A lot like he was when Arnon was snatched up by the Rakshasa. He's wrestling with the fact that he's lost another ally. Something he can't stand above anything else.
Orpheus. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but you're more quiet than normal.
I lost another one. God damn it, I've lost another one. Doesn't matter where I go, who I'm with, what I touch. Everybody dies around me.
She's not dead.
How do you know?
I have.
You were just saying her soul might be in some eternal plane. How do you know?
Sunny Moonbow, goddess of knowledge, she did indicate that our paths may cross again, which should only be possible if she's alive, unless there's a weird Buffy the Vampire Slayer situation.
Not good enough. Not good enough, Butch.
Orpheus, we're at war. The unfortunate truth of the matter is that more than likely, by the time this is done, we're going to lose more. We could lose entirely. I don't have to tell you that I'm sure you knew the risks when you enlisted.
Well, here's the thing, Elric. I'm already a dead man. If anybody should be gone, it should be me, not Rhett.
Well, you're not.
If it makes you feel any better, Orpheus, I also have had more lives than I should be allowed.
Yes,
Somehow I
and
don't
we
think
had
that's gonna
a
make me feel
body
better.
for you. That's how we were able to bring you back. We've got nothing with Rhett.
Which is all the more reason that there could be something somewhere. And it's not your fault. It's not, none of us could have predicted it. And I mean, we tried divine intervention. The royal we, of course, Butch tried divine intervention, but there was nothing we could do. And it's awful. And we all should feel terrible, but that doesn't mean it's your fault.
Yeah, that's what I used to tell myself. And with that, Orpheus just kind of walks away, goes downstairs.
Can I roll to tackle him?
I mean,
No, I don't.
Yes.
No,
I wouldn't recommend it.
no.
I roll to interrupt his roleplay decision.
I roll to hug and stop. No.
You poke him with your creepy beak mask.
Poke him in the eye.
Clearly, you all have quite a future in motivational speaking ahead of you.
I can't negotiate and I
that-
can't motivate,
Th-
but I can desiccate, and then I'm gonna hold up the skull.
Somewhere
You're gonna
there's a
cut this
pot
bird's head
and a,
off.
somewhere there's a pot and a kettle appreciating that they have the same color.
Butch is going to follow Orpheus at a distance.
Fair enough. Are you?
Where did Orpheus?
Orpheus, are you leaving the tower?
I
or are
went
you just going
downstairs. I did not leave the
Okay.
building.
Fair enough.
Maybe we should give him a moment and then try to leave.
We should definitely give him a moment.
I'm just still concerned of a ticking clock since we're still here.
I know he needs a moment. It sounds like he feels especially cursed to have people leave or die on him.
Yeah.
So Butch is going to go down to talk to Orpheus. I don't know how able I am to role play that. Butch is gonna. Man. How about I roll a persuasion to see how well it's going to go?
Okay. What are you trying to persuade him of? Just to chill the fuck out?
To sway
Everything's
to
gonna be all right now, Orpheus.
Butch is trying to persuade Orpheus that, as a fellow frontline soldier, he gets it, and he understands the pain of the loss and the pain from all the people he's buried, and that he's there for him. To talk about whatever. And, Butch has spent the majority of his adult life just surrounded by war and death and loss, and he's actually very grateful to have this human with him. Anyway, let's see what the dice say.
Well, okay. I was going to say, before you roll,
Okay.
Orpheus, he says all of these things to you. Butch follows you downstairs and takes you aside and says all of this. I mean, how does that affect you?
Orpheus is aware of Butch's good intentions, but at this point, his exterior is so hard that virtually nothing will get through to Orpheus at this point.
Sid will be there soon to help you with that. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Not even Sid. Captain Sid, sir.
Captain
Not
Sid
even
will
Captain Sid.
soften that hard exterior.
Well-
he'll try.
Above table, hopefully he'll remember Butch's words later when he's not quite so armored emotionally. Man, I rolled shitty.
Arnon, what are you doing during all this?
Who'd you say?
You.
I'm still looking out.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Playing
me
lookout.
Go ahead and make me a perception check. It's fine.
Oh boy.
Everything's fine.
We're distracted by the high drama.
Yeah. Start to notice.
Hot dice tonight.
You start noticing the smudges on the windows. You get a little distracted by. Somebody needs to wash these.
Shameful. You gonna be interested in this lady's head, Gwen?
I don't
Is that
think
just
her
evidence?
head. I mean,
Keep
not
in
gonna
mind,
eat
she's
it.
all mangled inside of her bed.
I'll eat paper evidence. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it. It doesn't really feel right now. As I'm looking at her scrunched up in the bed like this, it's gonna deep sigh and just walk. Not downstairs yet. Just not looking at Nintra anymore.
As you all are standing in your separate rooms, kind of coming to terms with everything. Suddenly, from downstairs, you hear a voice. Hello? Hello? And a slight knock.
Oh, Butch is. What level are we on?
I went
Chris?
down to the first floor.
Okay,
All right,
so you
so-
two see this kind of ice blue skinned elf with white hair, and you swear, it's kind of peeking his head in, you kind of swear that every time he speaks, a little bit of like frosty breath comes out, almost like it's, way colder around him than anywhere else. He's like, oh, there was a commotion. We heard noises coming from here.
Yep, no, that's true. Butch walks over to greet him at the door. Yeah, it's all under control now. Everything's fine.
I'm sorry. Who are you? I've never seen you before.
Oh, people call me Butch.
Okay. What is your business with Nintra?
Oh, we were asked to negotiate with her regarding a deal, and there were some strong feelings, but everything's fine now. Everything is copacetic.
Unfortunately, I don't really know you, so I'll have to come in and talk to Nintra myself to.
Oh, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Oniver.
It's very nice to meet you, Oniver. What? You are fantastic. I absolutely have been having a wonderful time here. In moments, and it's so nice to meet you. What do you do?
I'm part of the city watch here.
Fantastic!
Like I said, there was a bit of a commotion heard.
Yeah. Do you have?
Yeah, Orpheus walks in at this point.
She's.
Nintra, when we were discussing these things with her, she opened some kind of crazy portal in a window and traveled through it, and I don't think she liked our proposal.
Make a deception check with advantage since Butch is helping you.
Nice.
I am.
Although I think my bonus is -1, so.
Oh no!
Why are you talking?
I rolled 2 8s.
Oh my god.
Well,
Kind of
+1.
looking at you kind of side-eyed. He's like, I think I'll have to check the premises myself to see.
Oh my gosh.
Can I see what's going on?
I have to apologize on behalf of my friend.
You're still upstairs.
I could have sworn you told me that Nintra went to bed.
So did she go to bed or did she go through a portal?
No. One of the people in my group went through a portal.
So I'm going to have to ask you to go step over there while I investigate the premises.
I'm at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Like I'd walk down to Nintra's room. Would I have witnessed this?
You can make a perception check.
I don't like it. 13?
You hear some muffled voices down there.
Do I recognize that one of them isn't us?
The 13, you're not quite sure.
Assuming the watchman's going up the stairs at this point.
Butch is going to follow as close. Well, not super close.
That's the case. I'm going to lean into Butch.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to take a step back, go find a seat. I'm going to go speak with Nintra, investigate the premises, and then I will be back down to gather the rest of your statements.
Well, officer to officer, I am responsible for the people upstairs. So,
okay, well, I will be more than happy to bring them down after I finish before I do my investigation. He kind of yells up the stairs, Nintra.
As he's doing this, I kind of
No.
I do believe she's gone to bed, sir.
Do you, Arnon?
No, I have no idea what's going on. I'm still
All
on the third floor.
right. He starts walking up the steps. He's like, anyone up there, please come to the first floor. Please.
Do I hear
Orpheus
that?
leans over to Butch and asks, "Do you have anything that can hold him?"
At this point, yes, you would, because he's about halfway up the stairwell to the second floor.
Can he see me?
Not yet, because the first stairwell is curved along the outside edge, if you remember, and then ducks into a hallway that goes across and had the two doors, one to the bedroom and one to like a sitting room.
Would I have gauged that the front door is direwolf sized by chance?
Well, the person who lived there was 9 feet tall, and it was
Okay, cool.
It was
That
a double door, so
I'll tell you, Chris. What Butch has is the best persuasion roll, I think, in the party.
Can I?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm freaking out. Gwen would be freaking out. I'm freaking out. This is fine. Upon hearing a voice that's not a party member, after already being on edge, Gwen's gonna be a direwolf and try to
Okay.
sprint down the stairs. Not at the guy, but just like to distract him, hopefully, before he can get to Nintra's room.
Ooh, a puppy.
Okay, so
Hello, Mr. Direwolf. Oh,
you
nobody bad could be up there.
transform into the direwolf and you start running at him. He is standing and kind of blocking the stairwell as he comes up. If you are you trying to push past him, or
Yes, I'm hoping to do that so that he maybe pays attention to me and then chases the wild direwolf out the doors.
Okay, first things first, I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check to see if you can push past him. Athletics check as a direwolf.
As a direwolf?
Yes.
Oh boy.
That's a 9. Ooh. So you start running down, and he kind of like takes a step. He sees this. You hear, you guys from the bottom floor just hear this, and then he kind of looks, and then this wolf starts coming, and he just kind of puts his shoulder down and fucking shoulder checks you. So now you're like right in front of him.
Oh God.
What?
Okay,
What?
I'm gonna do something real stupid.
What is this? Does this belong to you two?
And I'm not at the stairs. What am I doing?
He yells.
Is he
I hear
asking
him
Orpheus
call
and
up.
Butch
Yeah,
that?
he yells down to Orpheus and Butch. Is this one of yours? Is this creature one of yours?
Could you describe the creature?
You can see it. You can see
okay.
Gwen. He's only about halfway up the steps, and you see this.
Oh, yes,
You see
yes,
him
that's
shoulder check this dire wolf. She kind of falls
That's
back
our-
a little bit, and
That's our
Sitting
loyal,
on the haunches.
our loyal wolf, Balto.
Balto.
At the sound, at hearing.
Make a deception
He's so
check
good
again.
at line.
Oh my God.
You do not have advantage on this one.
Stop.
Can I give him advantage if I speak into the guard's head and say Balto friend?
No. I mean, sorry. You can certainly try.
Ah.
I'm sorry, deception.
Yes.
Okay.
What level spell
Hopefully I roll
is
better.
sending?
13.
He's looking at the wolf and looking at you, and he's like, "Sir, you've clearly already have incriminated yourself enough. Are you sure you want to continue this facade? Not facade. That's the wrong word.
Farce?
Farce. Thank you. Facades are like on the outsides of buildings.
Well, it could also be a mask you put on to lie.
That's true, but still.
Hey, Nick.
Like, a wild shape.
Butch is casting sending to Arnon.
Okay.
Please lock Nitra's bedroom door as quick as you can. She's supposed to be asleep. Darn it.
This is Butch.
Yeah. This is Butch.
Do their voice come through, or is it like teletype? Like
No, it's their voice.
it's their voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is
Which
this?
makes it all the more adorable.
This guard has.
Can I lock the door?
Are you coming down? Because you were still on the third floor. Did you come down to the second floor to lock the door?
Yeah, I'll sneak down there.
All right, you go ahead and roll your stealth check. And
I'm gonna do it on D&D Beyond because I had to shut Chrome down for my GPU usage.
Shit.
I'm gonna go get my laptop when I have a break.
all right, go ahead and roll that. And he at this point he is kind of hand on the hilt of a longsword, kind of staring down the wolf. He's like,
Sir, I assure you, the Balto is completely harmless. So just
then tell your wolf to get out of my way, go down there with you, and let me pass.
okay.
Right.
Unfortunately, Balto's poorly trained. I need to give it some jerky first.
Okay,
And then
I'm
Balto
also
will get out of your way and allow you to pass. You have to
wait.
establish that you're a friend with Balto.
I'm pretty sure the
21.
I'm gonna snarl at him when he says that.
Snarl at the
I'm
guard.
pretty sure it's not gonna
Just
go
make
well.
a snarling sound
You're-
like
so-
I'm impatient for my jerky.
You're snarling
Like at the sound
guard.
of jerky. Yes, I'm drooling and snarling.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something real stupid.
I'm
coming
pulling out
down
the
from
jerky.
the third floor.
Okay. What do you?
I see the jerky.
21, Nick.
Yeah. Okay.
I stop snarling.
Everybody, hold on a second. Elric, what are you doing?
I'm going to use a 6th level spell slot
Oh,
He's gonna fireball us again. Damn it!
Yeah.
to
Here it comes.
cast
Stop it!
to cast seeming.
Okay.
What's that now?
Make it a good one.
I'm gonna turn into Nintra.
Okay.
Oh, that
But
only
I'm
works
your
on you.
wolf. I am your wolf companion.
No, it can work on others, but he's on a different floor from everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus,
okay.
I don't think he'd believe it if you just all of a sudden changed appearance in front of him.
Oh
too
yeah,
bad.
no.
It's too bad we
Yeah.
don't have someone who can give him guidance.
Not down
Yeah,
there.
at this point, Orpheus's ploy is just to buy time for the people upstairs.
All right. So, Arnon,
wolf here, no turn.
roll your sleight of hand to lock the door. Elric, you come down. You start walking downstairs. You cast seeming on yourself and take the form of Nintra.
Mm-hmm.
What do you? As you approach the staircase, you see
I
a
say
dire
the
wolf.
words.
You see a dire wolf because you didn't know what was going on, but you see a dire wolf standing snarling at a elven guard who's white knuckled, gripping the hilt of his sword right in front of it, about to swing on this dire wolf.
And I quickly say, enough. What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, without an issue, you lock the door with your 34.
Nat 20. That's why I held it up.
Yep. Perfect.
Elric, go ahead and make a deception check. I'll give you advantage because of seeming.
Oh. Everybody, cross your fingers and hold on to your butts.
Plastron.
God damn it. Advantage. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Ah!
At this point, you see him take he's got his right hand still gripping the sword. You see him take his left hand, reach under a cloak, and pull out a small object and hold it up to his face and says, "We have a situation at the Shadowglass Eyrie. Please
Roll
send
initiative."
more. Send
For
more
the,
troops."
For the podcast listeners, Elric rolled a 1 and a 2 with his advantage roll.
Oh my gosh.
This is, of course, this would happen tonight.
Of course it would. So, yeah,
Only
at
with
this
the
point,
legendary rolls.
At this point, I will say we are just about to roll initiative, but I have to get somebody for you guys to fight.
Yep.
So give me a second here. You guys go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I
I'll
figure
be right
out.
back.
Oh, I can't
Sweet.
believe I don't have any of my crowd control spells.
Oh.
I mean, I have Gust of Wind. I can just Gust of Wind the front door.
You should gust to win that thing out of his hand.
There's no way I could have intercepted him doing that when I saw him take it out. Could I?
We would have needed to have rolled initiative before
Yeah.
that or something.
Yeah.
Throw
Like,
the
I couldn't
jersey
have
at
just-
him.
This is just a thing that's happening right now.
I think the narration beat us to it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Balto. We tried.
If only I had.
I was really
rolled-
hoping.
I almost rolled a 19 on the die. I was so upset.
If you had convincingly been Nintra, it would have made Balto panic so hard. Like, it would have been flat ears as low to the ground as possible, whimpering. Like, oh,
Would have been
shit.
amazing.
I just
But
want
no.
to know what the
One
1
and
and 2 performance looked like
WTF, man.
with the seeming spell. Like,
Oh, this was deception.
what is the meaning of the?
Oh, no.
It's just bugles on your fingers, and you
Just-
think you
right,
cast seeming, and you go, I'm Nintra.
Does this make Butch the party face now?
Okay, we're gonna go with this guy.
It's not Gwen.
Oh,
Even my face magic can't help me be the face. It's
no.
it's not working. It's not working.
Oh, no, where did it go?
Is ironic
Yeah.
that the only real actor in our group cannot act in the game.
It's literally like I can't. Like the game will not let me be that guy.
Sorry.
Okay, this
Yep.
is it's gonna have to be this one. We're for the sake of this, we're gonna do this fight this. I'm not gonna say fight. This interaction mostly in Theater of the Mind because I did not have a battle map set for this because I didn't expect this to happen. So
I thought we would leave the scene of the crime.
we're gonna go
I
with
thought
this.
I wouldn't be cursed by one of those natural ones.
Yeah,
Those natural ones.
It's kind of on brand for us.
we're gonna
Son
go.
of a gun.
We're just gonna name him Guard.
I mean, did he roll to, like, did he have to, was it a contested roll is what I'm asking?
For
like, did he
which
roll
thing?
insight?
No, he rolled a 2.
Wait,
his-
total?
Yeah, no, sorry, his total was 3.
Great, so there's a chance.
This guy's insight is +3.
Boo.
We're trying so hard to get one over. We're trying so
Oh.
hard.
I
All
just
right.
want our negotiations to go right once.
Roll initiative. Oh, wow,
see, that's what he gets.
that's a natural 1 on initiative.
Okay, then we get to do combat maybe a little bit before he does.
Oh
That's-
my god.
That's when I get that.
Yeah. All right, where's the initiative on this? Oh, I can use this thing.
Well, I'm a direwolf, guys, so.
There's a 19.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm
Uh,
set.
Scott, I'm gonna go ahead
I'm
and roll your
entertained.
initiative for you.
How many battle turns is 1 minute again?
10.
10 cycles? Okay.
Yeah. Arnon, you
Did
got a
somebody put
13 in
the-
initiative.
I have alacrity up.
So that's
plus
like plus 8.
Plus D8. Can somebody put the Foundry link in Discord because it's not in my.
Okay. Yeah,
Just-
I'll put that in there.
Just to
that
confirm,
gets
we're
you-
supposed to be on the ship
No.
map.
Yes, you are, because I don't have a correct map for this, because I wasn't expecting this. All right, so just to set the scene, we have Orpheus and Butch are on the ground floor. Halfway up the staircase is this guard, probably 20 to 30 feet if you count going up the stairs from you two. Excuse me. Right in front of him, you have Dire Gwen. And at the top of the staircase is Elric in seeming, looking like Nintra. And then probably halfway down the hall there was Arnon locking the door. So, Butch, what are you doing? Things are getting
how
tense.
far away is he from me?
From you, if you went, because you'd have to go to the bottom of the staircase and go up the staircase. It would take your whole movement to get to him.
That's fine. I'm gonna run and try to grab that thing out of his hand
Okay, go ahead
and
and
just like Bowl him over, grab it, whatever.
Make an athletics check.
It's what I do.
Am I between Elric and the guard?
Yes, you are.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Gosh darn it.
Oh, yeah. Without an issue, you're able to run up and you grab this sending stone. You've seen sending stones before. You grab a sending stone out of his hand.
But I'm out of movement, right? Because that's
you
technically
are.
an action.
You are,
All right.
and he's already sent the message, so.
Well, okay.
Anything else?
I've got it.
Anything else for you on your turn?
I think tortling is an action,
Yes.
so I can't just pull it inside my shell. Okay.
All right, Gwen, what are you doing? Dire
So it's-
Gwen.
So it's now Butch is. I'm at the top of the stairs with the guard. Butch is
You are-
behind the guard.
You are halfway down the steps.
Okay.
It goes, so it's Direwolf, Gwen, Guard, Butch. Up at the top of the steps is Elric. And down
Okay.
in the middle of the room down there is Orpheus.
Okay. And Arnon is not visible at the moment.
Not currently. Also, he rolled a
Okay.
stupid high stealth, so.
Can I say something to the guard? I can do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna say we're trying so hard not to bother her right now. So hard. We really don't want to make her angry.
Okay. Anything else for you after that?
No, just a last ditch persuasion roll.
All right, fantastic. Go ahead and roll, or I'm sorry, Gwen, what are you doing?
Okay.
Has he shown that he's going to brandish his sword on me?
He's pretty damn close, yes. He's white knuckling his the hilt of. Actually, it would be a spear. He's got a spear across his back, and he's like white knuckling it.
Okay, so as a dire wolf, I can make a melee attack, and if it's is this person a creature?
Yes.
Okay, so if it's a creature, it has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Can I choose to only do that part? Like, I don't want to bite him. I want to stand up and hit him, like push him. I just want to stop him from attacking, essentially. Knock him prone.
Yeah, so you want a shoving attack, basically.
Sure. I'll do that. Is that a contested athletics then, or?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your Direwolf athletics check.
I'm not having it, man.
You go up and you try and like whack him, and he just kind of sidesteps it, and you actually almost hit Butch.
This tower's cursed.
Please, man.
Anything else for you?
I assume that was an action, right?
Yes. Yeah, that would have been your action.
That's.
That's it?
Am I side by side with the guard now?
No, you pushed him and then came back down. You're still in front of him.
Okay. Then I'll just smile with wolf teeth.
Smile with wolf teeth. Elric, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. This escalated quickly. And I used my 6th level spell slot. Let's see. Last time I used both of my 5th level spell slots. Oh no. Okay. I am going to attempt to convince him that I am, in fact, Nintra by trying to clear my throat to suggest that what he heard before was in fact me having Nintra having had something in her throat.
All right, you can roll another deception check,
Nintra has a cold.
but it's going to be at disadvantage and it's going to be a higher DC now.
Oh, okay. I'm
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Elric.
Oh, come on.
You can do it.
Come on.
Come on, double 17s.
This time at disadvantage. Big money, no whammy.
Well,
That's a
12.
12. He's not. You can already tell he's not having it. You've gone too far at this point. He's looking straight through the guys.
Shit. Okay. Since he's not having it, I'm just going to say, okay, we've been made. We need to get out of here.
All right. At the end of your turn, Arnon, it's yours.
So my turn.
Yep.
I have to go over the balcony to see him.
There's not a balcony. The staircase in the first floor wraps around the edge of the wall, and then it opens up at almost at a 90-degree angle into a straight hallway that goes across the tower. So from your point of view, you see the back of Elric Nintra, and that's it.
Where's the body?
It was you guys put it in the bed.
bedroom.
That's why you
Put it
locked the
in the
door.
that we
bedroom.
locked it.
So we could continue the ruse that we had that she was sleeping. I think I'm the only one that's trying to do this.
Does my do I know if she is liked within the city?
No, you have no idea.
Maybe they won't care if she's dead. She was kind of a shithead.
It is
Yeah,
the
it's just probably money.
and it is the Unseelie court. They're kind of all shitheads.
It's a risky play.
But also, how do you
I'll just
raise in rank in those type of areas?
I mean, be honest and tell her we were hired as a hit job. They probably
By
understand
the
that,
ceiling?
right?
I'll
No. You don't have to say
I'll
that.
use my movement to go to the top
would
of the
say
stairs, I guess.
Okay. So you are standing there next to Nintra Elric, Nelric, Elintra.
One of these names is correct.
Elytra. She's the best.
I'll just kind
Best
of
Nintra.
I just kind of give her the head nod and say, "Princess."
God damn it.
I think I've made a huge mistake.
Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'll be like, no, I'll just say princess and look down and say, and just look like, what's up with this guy?
Orpheus, what are you doing?
Never mind the wolf.
What an experience.
Orpheus, what are you doing?
Am I next to the front door?
No, that's
you're-
Bolo. I
you're-
recognize Bolo or whatever.
Bolo.
Bolto.
my name Bolo. Oh no!
I didn't get a chance to pull out the jerky for
What
Bolto.
the hell just happened? Hold on.
It seemed like
Sorry,
you
everybody.
hiccuped. Well, not like literally, but like
Give me
Yeah,
a
you gotta
second.
like a lag spike or
Electronically.
something.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Technical
going
difficulty.
on here. It's
Already
the
fell.
it did it again. It's the damn HDMI cable. Hold on one second.
ah.
Please hold.
We had a ruse, guys. We had a plan.
So Elric
Maybe
we
no.
needed
burned the
to leave.
whole plane down.
There we go.
Is that the plan now?
And now you're on board.
I'm on board now.
All right,
Everything
sorry.
keeps attacking us.
Sorry, everybody. We're good now. Okay, so Orpheus, you are like in the basically for the sake of this, you're kind of in the middle of the room.
Okay. I'm going to cast Gust of Wind on the front door
Okay.
in the surrounding area to pin the door closed and make sure that his buddies can't come bursting in.
Door slams shut.
With the rest of my turn, because I already used my action surge in the last fight,
Yeah, you did.
I'm just gonna run up as close to the guy as I can get.
All right, so you can run up, but Butch is blocking the way from the bottom. So you can run up and be right behind Butch if you'd like.
Sorry.
That'll work.
All right. Anything else for you?
Nope.
All right, that's going to lead us to the guard's turn. And seeing that he is surrounded, he's going to kind of look around at all of you and be like, I'll be back. And he's going to use Word of Recall to teleport out.
Can I counter spell?
If you want to.
Or we could let him leave and then we could leave.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to go
not.
through the whole
Oh,
town to
God
leave.
damn it.
He's already alerted them on the Sending Stone. He's alerted the guards on the Sending Stone. So
Okay.
It is up to you. If
Before I do this, do I escalate this to a hostage situation?
Yes. Every time. Who are they gonna blame? You're Nintra.
We
Okay,
don't
let's
need
go.
to collect 150 souls.
We just need this one. Let's go.
I might need to collect 150 souls.
Why?
Now, I'm not going to counterspell. I'm going to let him go. Fuck.
Blame.
he disappears.
Let's go.
We're going to let him go, and then we're going to go. Like,
Come on,
right
get
now.
on.
All right. Somebody send Sid a message. Change of plans. We need evacuation from on the branch.
It's gonna take them days to get here, isn't it?
It was just
And that
outside
boat
the
only
city.
goes like
Yeah.
20
Yeah,
miles an hour.
He was just outside
He
the
was
city,
going to
but
pick us up tomorrow morning.
yeah, he was going to pick you up tomorrow morning outside the city. So
Right. We can send him another message. Change of plans.
I
We're
can't.
coming in
'cause
hot.
I already called him once today. So we'd have to
It's
use
still
something.
the guard's turn, technically.
Yeah.
now, at this
now
point,
the guard is left.
yeah, the guard has left, which immediate danger is gone. You are now out of initiative.
Yes,
I've got-
I can send him a message, but we need to get to safety first.
Well, I've got the
Shout.
door
Get the heck outta
pinned
here.
for now, but it won't hold long.
Hey, Nick, where's the nearest window? And will I fit through it?
So there on this first floor there
In
are
Nintra-sized windows.
yeah no on the first floor there are it's lacking in windows. There's only a couple that are more almost like arrow slit style windows, like only a few inches wide. The second floor there was a large pane glass window in the sitting room area.
Elric, how many people can you make fly?
I don't have that spell.
You're a wizard!
Yeah, no shit.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, I can carry two of you. Well, probably not Orpheus.
I can dimension door one of you.
We didn't take a short rest, did we?
No, you have not.
Fuck, this was my last wild shape.
Gwen, you can turn into a bird, right?
I'm gonna say into Butch's mind, this is all I've got until I can rest.
Are you serious?
Everybody make a perception check for me.
No.
Would I do that as Gwen?
It's the same. It's basically the same, I think. Unless because it's not smell.
Now I roll high.
Elric with a 23, Butch with a 24. The two of you start hearing bells coming from inside the tree.
Yeah, we gotta go now.
Do we want Pass Without a Trace? I say into
Yes.
Nilitra's head.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
I drop Direwolf and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You can't. All right, so you can dimension door, and then there's three other people here. I can fly and carry 2 of you. If that leaves 1 of you.
You can dimension door with 1 other person.
Yeah. Yeah, I
All
can
right.
dimension door with 1 other person.
All right. Well, take Orpheus, and I'll carry the other 2.
I mean, Orpheus, come on.
All right,
You
but I'm not piggybacking.
No.
I will.
God, why
I
would
climb
you
on
do
Butcher's
that?
shell.
Oh, is that not how magic works?
No, dimension door. I open a door and we walk through it.
Oh, that sounds much better.
All right. Let's run out of the building and fly off the stupid branch.
So you run out of the
I'm going to
building.
stand on your feet like we're dancing and I'm a little kid.
No,
Oh my
because
God.
I'm going to grab you around the waist and throw you over my shoulder like a fireman. Well,
But, like,
that's
both
over my
shoulders?
shell. Yeah.
Did you just turtle handle me?
Do you
just
resist?
happened.
Oh my gosh. What did elf say? Elf handle?
So,
We don't
Orpheus
do that.
or Elric, where are you dimensioning door to?
I'm going to dimension door 500 feet away from the tower onto, like, we're going onto the branch outside, right?
Yes, you go out on the
Yeah.
branch, and you're starting to see a commotion at the base of the base of the tree, as well as you're starting to see movement inside as well, coming up those staircases. Like I said, you're about 100 feet off of the ground, so you could easily teleport to the ground and outwards, probably about 200 feet, roughly. Quick math.
Yeah. It's
A squared plus
More like
B
400.
squared equals C squared.
It's a rough diagonal direction that
Yeah.
gets us to the ground and away.
So, okay. All right. So you're going to teleport down. You look around. Go ahead and make another perception check real quick.
Another one.
It would be a little more than 400 feet
Okay.
away.
Whatever. That works.
It's fine. Like, whatever it is, that's where I'm at. And so is Orpheus.
Or a little less.
Perception.
8.
I'm a little busy.
You have too much shit. You're seeing too much going around. You're not entirely sure.
I've seen too much.
I've seen too much. Butch, where are you? You grab Gwen and Arnon and take off. Where are you headed?
What direction did Elric face before he cast Dimension Door?
Which direction?
The left side or the right side of the branch?
Just kind of following your lead. I was assuming you were going to point the direction we were supposed to go.
Okay. Well, in that case, which side leads directly to the center of town and which side doesn't?
So,
Or does it not work like that?
Well, more or less. For the sake of this, we'll say that right is more towards this. You're in pretty much the center of town right now, but you're kind of on the outskirts of it. Going right, you see more of those super tall trees that they have been carved into, and more like the city center itself. To your left, you only see like 1 or 2 of them, whereas to the right, you see a handful of those large trees.
And was left the direction that is closest to the exit with the talking trees?
That would be more straight ahead of you.
Oh no!
But Butch, make a perception check.
Oh, Butch, have a character sheet. Tell me, what do I see?
It's fine. With the 13, you're not 100% sure, but you know that the thorn wall, and well, because of the fact that you spent most of your adult life living on and around a thorn wall, it's easier for you to pick up than other people. But you see that border wall of the city, which you can now see is maybe about the same height, if not slightly taller than where you're at right now on this branch, and you can just make out, if you look off to your left, you can just make that out probably half mile away from you.
Half mile. Well, wish I had a half mile of movement. Well, I'm going to jump off in that direction. That's left or right.
You jump off left, and you start going. How long can you fly?
I've got 2 uses left. Each one gives me a minute. So that's 2 minutes. And I can fly double speed. So that's 60 feet for 60 feet times
1,200 feet.
1,200 feet.
Yeah, 1,200 feet. So we'll say for the sake of brevity, you think you'd be able to get there. Although
Where?
If you were headed towards the border wall, it's going to be tough, but you think that you might be able to make it over with your 2 flies.
Oh, okay. I don't remember how many feet are in a mile.
5,280.
Yeah, so we'll say for there might be a roll involved, but with a 13 perception,
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, you think you might be able to make it.
Maybe I'll have more extra panic-fueled fly distance.
Make a fart check.
All right, that's athletics, right?
Oh no!
All right, so Orpheus and Elric, you guys see Butch take off, flying turtle, take off, carrying Gwen and Arnon to the left.
To the left.
Are you dimension dooring? How are you going? Are you going to the floor? Are you going to try and make it to another treetop? What's your plan?
Dimension door.
Well, yeah, I figured that way. Are you going to the ground, or are you going to try and go Well, you had an 8, so yeah, you don't really see anything else.
Yeah.
All right, so you dimension door to the ground, and about roughly, we'll say for the sake of this, about 350, 400 feet in a general that way direction. So when you...
Here, at this point, we just see a massive turtle shadow flying overhead.
You poof. You bamp from there down to the ground. You are starting to see soldiers kind of running this way and that. You see guards. You two make a perception check again, both of you.
Oh. Perception.
Not great.
Better this time.
Orpheus, you got the nightcrawler smoke in your eyes. Elric, with a 22, you see a group of soldiers behind you running towards the tree before you hear... Hold on, let's see. Oh, he didn't stay. Before you hear... Where the hell is the button? Hold on a second, sorry.
Uno momento.
Before you hear somebody scream, wait, there they are. There's 2 of them. Stop! And you see this group.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Suddenly
That
this
just happened.
Please tell me that showed up on his face in the stream too.
It did, yes.
All right, excellent.
This group turns and starts running towards you. They are a little ways away, but they're going to be on you within a few seconds. What are you doing?
Elric, throw a bean.
Throw a bean. That's not how that works.
Throw a bean.
Of course it is. That's exactly how it works.
What are you guys
You have to
doing?
plan them.
Oh my god. Okay, I I have one more spell slot for this. That's Dimension Door again.
Okay. Above table. If you use that now, how are you planning to leave the city?
How far away from the wall
You
or the
are
exit are we?
up there. You couldn't really tell. Now that you're down at the bottom, you can see. So you can turn to your right. So okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back to the way you were originally facing when you came out of the building, the exit was in front of you, probably about half a mile to 3/4 of a mile in front of you. You teleported to the left. That was the way that you saw Butch and all of them go off. With an 8, you didn't see the wall up there. However, with a 22 at the bottom, you can see a shrubbery style, like more or less a wall of shrubs that you can assume you saw it from the outside. It looks similar from the inside.
Right.
About half a mile-ish away from you. There are trees, there are buildings between here and there, but you would have to make it close to half a mile to get to that wall, and you only know of the one entrance that had the 2 tree ends. That's the only break that you saw while you guys were walking around. Granted, you only walked around about a third of the perimeter, but what are you doing?
Okay. In that case, I'm going to attempt to cover our escape by casting. No, I don't have that prepared. Shit.
Slate Storm.
Yeah, Slate Storm.
Yeah, no, I don't have that prepared.
But it's
Orpheus, what are you
everybody's
doing?
favorite.
Yeah. What's the casting time for that? No, can't do that. Okay, they're going to be on us in seconds.
They're going to be on you in probably, probably about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to tell Orpheus, run. And we're just going to run.
Dashing, running.
How open is the area that we're in terms of the width that they could pursue us?
You see, there's, like I said, these large, massive, probably 50 to 75 foot base trunks. In the direction you're going, there's probably 2 or 3 of them, and then between those, you see pathways, and it's fairly open between the trees. But you do see small buildings made in small shrubs that have been turned into and kind of grown into these smaller buildings throughout. But you don't really notice any place that's going to be like a tight squeeze of less than maybe 20 or 30 feet. So it's a fairly open area.
So there is an area where there's, well, yeah, I think the width is like 15 feet. Damn.
Are you trying to find like a choke point or something?
I was thinking, I wanted to find a bottleneck point where I could use gust of wind to hold them off for a minute, give us more time.
Don't really notice anything that'll work for that.
Okay. That case,
especially not with a 3 perception.
Well, I assume Elric's telling me what to do.
He just said run.
Exactly. Yeah. Threats. In that case, can I cast this on somebody else? It's concentration, so it'll only help me. Your speed's what, 30, Elric?
It's about to be 40, and dashing is gonna turn into 80.
Okay. Well, you're faster than me then, so I'll do the bear survival technique and make myself faster than you.
Oh,
so
Nice.
I'll
Expeditious retreat.
Just knowing that I can't keep up with you, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat. Yes.
So you do that. I'm assuming, Elric, you're talking about Blade Song.
Yep.
All right. So with expeditious retreats, when you cast a spell, you can use your bonus action to dash. So you can use both your action and your bonus action to dash, which will basically mean you can roll, or you can run 90 feet a minute. Or I'm sorry, 90 feet a round, 90 feet every 6 seconds. Elric,
I'm gonna keep
90
pace with
feet in-
Elric though.
okay.
You must have one of those wheeled rollers.
Well, Elric,
wheeled walkers.
with your blade song, that makes it 40 or 45.
Of 40.
40. So yeah, so that would be 80. So yeah, Orpheus, you would just have to down pace by like 10 feet. It's pretty much neck and neck. So you guys start taking off, and you clearly start outpacing all of them. However, you do see from your left and your right other soldiers, other groups of soldiers are starting to almost like pincer you in and kind of like come from either side as you're running towards this. While you guys are doing this, the three of you, are you just along for the ride trying to get the hell out of there, or what are you doing?
I'm not fighting it.
As soon as we're in the air, I cast Greater Invisibility.
Oh,
Affects
fantastic.
myself and whatever I'm carrying.
Yeah,
Which in this case is my friends.
easy enough. I will say, for the sake of distance and your low perception roll that you made, go ahead and make me an athletics check to see if you can make it over that wall before you start losing your flight.
$21.
21. So you, Butch, while you're carrying the two of them, you cast your greater invisibility. It typically wouldn't, but let's say, well, yeah, you're carrying them, so it does coat both of them as well. And you make it over. You get about halfway there, and you feel the effects of your fly fade, so you cast it again. You just start edging over the top of this hedge. You start slowly going down. You make it about halfway down. You're about 50 feet to the ground, and your fly fades, and now the three of you are plummeting 50 feet.
Hooray.
Are you guys doing anything, or are you just taking it?
Can I use my cloak to flying squirrel
No.
my way down?
Tuck. Can I tuck in any way to like tuck my?
I'll say
not land flat on my feet.
For the three of you, make dexterity saving throws to see if you can reduce the damage.
I will Misty Step right before I hit to change the vector, so I roll out instead of, which is something that I read online.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
How do I do a save? Oh, there
How do I
it
do
is.
that?
I found it. Oh boy. Gwen eats shit.
Oh no.
I got a 4.
All right.
27.
27. So,
That should have been plus 12. Oh, well.
All right,
30.
how do I do that?
when you have yourself selected on the left, hit Dex up at the top left, and then it should ask you if you want to do a check or a saving throw.
On the left?
Yeah, the thing that pops out on the left of the screen with like all of your equipment and features and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, that should have been a 30.
What is that? Command E?
I think it's just E.
Yeah, it's just E. Okay.
Your Dex saving throw is +9, Scott. Not
No,
plus.
it's plus 12 because I have
Holy.
what's it called?
I got a 20.
Dark augmentation gives me +3 on con, dex, and strength. So I was just about to put that in the foundry errors.
What the fuck is dark augmentation?
It's a blood hunter skill that you get at level
All right, so
9.
so Gwen falls flat on her stomach, like Butch.
Ten.
Butch and Arnon, while you guys are falling, you're able to like grab a couple branches and small things to kind of lessen your velocity. You still hit hard, but you don't hit nearly as hard as Gwen. Gwen, you take... What the fuck? Why did that not... Where did it go?
You rolled it under me.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that did that. All right, Gwen, you take the full 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Butch...
17?
17, yes. Butch and Arnon, you take half of that, which would be 8 damage. As you guys are able to kind of lessen your velocity quite a bit. But you guys are outside of the wall. You do hear the bells and the rustling outside.
I assume I also lost Pass Without a Trace.
Yes, you did with a 1.
This is my night, guys. I'm feeling it.
Arnon and Elric and Orpheus, you guys are running and running and running. You guys see other groups coming from both sides of you.
I'm gonna point to along this running that we're doing. Do I see any alleys, nooks, crannies, corners, something where we could like quickly turn away from?
Make a
Slide to the exit.
Make a perception check.
Can I assist him before he rolls
Sure.
instead of rolling myself?
Sure.
Okay, so with advantage.
Where are we in relation to the exit they're trying to run to?
They weren't running towards the exit. They were just running towards the wall in the same general way you guys were going. I thought, right?
Given that we kind of lost track of where the exit was, that the goal was just to run to the wall and maybe sneak around until we can get to the exit.
All right. With a 15, you don't notice any kind of alleys or anything. Everything's pretty spread out here. You're running past these small little shacks. You've already passed the other large trees. You're going away from that city center into more like smaller wooden buildings and buildings that are made out of some sort of like thickets and stuff like that. As you continue, you do see these two groups that are starting to converge in your pathway.
Okay. In an attempt to prevent any sort of pincer formation, I'm going to essentially direct Orpheus to, it's like, oh, if it starts to look like they're coming from the left and the right, move off to like the front left or front right, or if we see them behind us and see another coming in front, we move to the right or the left, or wherever is,
I will say both of you, for the sake of this, because there's no real good rolls to make for this, make athletics checks, the two of you. Yeah. See how well you can dip, duck, dodge, and
dive
dodge.
And dodge.
24.
Orpheus without an issue. It's like fucking running track in high school again. You're just like...
Track in high
I
school.
don't know.
Or perhaps drills and basic training.
Yeah,
That's
that works too.
That's good. That's
that
good
would've
for
been-
Orpheus.
That would have been better.
I'm used to running in dis.
Yeah, Elric.
Right?
Yeah, Orpheus, you've run away from mobs of demons and devils before. This is nothing. Elric, however, starts lagging behind you. You're still able to kind of predict movements and stuff like that, but you do have to slow down to keep up with him, because Elric kind of on the quick turns and everything, kind of loses speed and isn't quite doing it to the best of your ability.
Does he still look like Nintra?
I'm assuming you dropped that, right?
Let me check to see whether or not that's like a, because it's not concentration.
Seeming is
Weirdly.
That's so weird. Why is the game paused?
But it also has a duration of like 8
Oh,
hours.
shit. Should have just turned yourself into cows. Anyway.
That would have been the smart move.
That was before Mercer realized how that spell actually works.
Yeah, I'm going to say for this situation, I would have dropped it before we left the tower.
I assumed as much. All right,
Yeah.
so you guys, for the sake of this, with the 14 and a 24, you're getting fairly close. I will say, because of the distance, go ahead and roll me one more athletics check, both of you.
Oh.
Oh, no.
15.
Oh, Elric,
Oh, so you guys are getting close. You're probably about 750-ish feet away from this wall before, and Orpheus, you're starting to get the burns. You know, your lungs are starting to burn a little bit. You're starting to get a little bit of the stitch in the side. Elric,
Too much jerky.
yeah, Elric, you're running and you find your foot finds a hole in the ground and twist your ankle in the hole and fall face first. You guys are keeping pace, and then all of a sudden, Orpheus, you look over and Elric's not next to you. You kind of look back, and he's a good 20 feet behind you. On his,
Damn it, Elric! I
on
thought
his
elves were
face.
graceful.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of this, Elric, this, because of the fact that you rolled a 2 and twisted your ankle, you are now at half movement speed.
Oh. All right.
And good news is you only got about 250-ish feet before you're within range of Dimension Door. So, but what are you doing? The guards are starting to catch up with you.
Okay, if that halves my movement speed. Okay, how far are the guards from me now that I've tripped and kind of messed myself up?
You guys, because of your speed, you were still keeping them at a good distance. They're probably going to be on you in about, we'll say, actually, go ahead and make a perception check to see.
Yeah, it is
I'm
still kind of dark out. Or
Almost the same.
whatever the setting is currently. Feywild's weird.
16.
16.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be close. They're probably going to be on you in about, you would guess, less than 30 seconds. But you're not entirely sure what. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to continue to dash, which at this point would be 40 feet total as opposed to the 80.
Right.
And when they get within 30 feet of me, I'm going to cast Darkness Centered on myself.
Fantastic. I love that plan. What are you doing, Orpheus?
Well, he was 20, 30 feet away from me when he fell, right?
Right.
So just to give them an obstacle, since my speed's going to be bigger than his without Expeditious Retreat anyway, if I'm dashing. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind, drop
Okay.
concentration on Expeditious Retreat
Fantastic.
to create an obstacle.
Fantastic.
And, it's
Yeah.
gonna place it, but
That's fine. So yeah, gust of wind to kind of try and push them back. That you do feel like they are. Oh shit. They it doesn't really push them back so far, but they are struggling to get closer to you. Seems
it's
like
60 foot long, so it's a
Right.
big, long stretch.
Yeah.
I try to focus it where most of them are.
yeah, it definitely seems like they are taking the brunt of it. Elric, you get up, you start running again. I will say, for the sake of thematics, Orpheus, if you do assist him, it will raise your speed back up from 20 to 30 feet. But Orpheus, it'll drop your. Oh, well, you dropped Expeditious Retreat, so we'll say 25 feet.
Okay.
So
Whatever I can do and keep pace with them.
all right, so yeah, you guys, and with that, you guys are able to get within the 500 feet of the wall.
And yeah, once we're in 500 feet of the wall, dimension door.
All right. So you dimension door outside of the wall, and we will pick up from that here in just a few minutes because it is after 10 o'clock. So let's take a break real quick, like 5-minute break or so, and we will be right back. Stick with us. Where's the button? There it is. And we're back. All right, so Elric and Orpheus, you just managed to dimension door outside. You find yourselves in the forest on the outskirts. You're still hearing bells and alarm bells from inside of the city. What are you guys doing?
We're all back together, right?
No.
Oh,
They fell over the wall somewhere, and we teleported across the wall somewhere.
You guys, and especially since Butch had greater invisibility the entire time, you guys didn't see where he ended up. So the three of you are still together.
Yeah.
Orpheus and Elric, you guys are together.
Gonna do what I can to try to find the road away from here, which might mean going along the outside of the wall.
The area that we're in, is it just heavily wooded, or
Yeah, you're like in
can we
you're.
see it any distance away?
I mean, you're in a deep forest, but you can still see between the trees depending on how well you roll a perception check.
Well, against my
Actually-
better judgment, I'm going to attempt to see if I can spot anything
Actually,
from the other
Everyone,
portion of the party.
for the fun of it, everyone, go ahead and roll perception check.
I'm still reloading.
Hey, not bad for Orpheus. 12. All right. Okay. See some squirrels.
I had a critical failure come up for Foundry.
Okay, I'll roll your perception check for you.
All right.
Oh, I rolled a 3. All right, so Elric with a 22, and everyone else not. Orpheus with a 12, Gwen with a 14, Butch with a 15, and Arnon with a 12. 2 elves and a turtle. You guys don't see anything. Orpheus, you are still reeling from whatever the hell just happened in there. Elric, however, you kind of take a second. You are in the woods outside of this wall. You see this large thorn wall behind you. Looking around and through between trees and everything, and you look forward and slightly to the right. You start seeing movement inside in the underbrush, probably about 200 feet away from you.
Come on. That might be them, but let's play this a bit stealthy.
I'm not the quietest suit of armor.
Do we see those two?
No, you don't. You guys don't see anything. So you two are being stealthy?
Mm-hmm. Or at least I am.
I'm attempting to.
Go ahead and roll your stealth checks.
Arnon, don't you have a sending stone with Gwen, or is
Oh, nat 20. Oh,
Yeah, with
it
Gwen.
nice?
oh,
Here it
sneak
is.
cheeks. I finally entered the sneak cheeks.
Nice.
That's
And
not...
speaking of
Oh my
I've-
God.
Sneaky
I've graduated.
Speaking of sneaky cheeks, so
let the
Elric, no.
let
As you
the
guys-
Feywild take me. I'm a lost cause.
as you guys start approaching that spot where you heard, or where you saw a little bit of rustle, shockingly, Orpheus, you notice Orpheus is stepping in all the right spots, not rustling any branches, not really making much noise. Suddenly the rustling stops as with an 8 stealth, all 3 of you hear twigs snapping coming from probably about 100 feet away from you. You hear a couple twigs snapping. You hear rustling of branches, and just overall like cacophony of sounds coming from what you can make out to be about 150 feet away.
He's still out of breath from our run. He's breathing.
Well, we're not.
Heavy breathing.
We're not in the Underdark, so surely
Elric's-
that couldn't be Elric.
Typical wizard type, wheezing in the woods.
You shut up.
And we don't recognize that it's them yet.
You just hear noise. You hear a little bit of wheezing, some rustling, and everything. Yeah.
Can I look again?
Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Because my passive perception is 15.
Yeah, which is why you hear all of it.
Okay. I'm peering more closely.
You want me to shoot an arrow over there?
12. Oh, wait, you said an advantage.
Yeah, at advantage.
Oh,
Don't-
man.
Don't yet, Arnon.
You sure?
Yeah, let's hold tight till
12.
12.
we know.
You're not. You can't see anything, but you just escaped all of these soldiers, and now you're hearing rustling coming from about 100 feet away from
Listen,
you.
when I hear cheeks clapping, I shoot an arrow.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Wow. I'm going to get out my Warhammer and shield. Gwen, do you see who that is? Arnon?
Can I look since he's asking me if I see?
Sure.
Look more closely.
The sad part is the only person that could
No.
potentially warn
No.
himself is Elric.
No, you
I think
don't.
this update
Or if
screwed up
this
the
is blind.
probability. That's what's happened.
That's absolutely it.
That's absolutely it.
This is just his comeuppance from fireballing us all.
Arnon with a 19, looking in that direction, you see the only thing you see is flashes of no, you see flashes of like white throughout the trees there.
Albino wizard.
Can I just
Good point.
graze him in the butt with an arrow?
Sure, make an attack roll.
Oh my god.
Can you make that subdual damage? What do they call it? Non-lethal damage?
Yeah. I just want to graze him.
That's when he took an arrow to the knee.
Just for you, sir.
Sorry, my
An
longbow
arrow
wasn't
to the
equipped,
cheek.
so-
Jeez.
Before I took an arrow to the cheek.
See, he should have liked our name. Should have accepted it.
No,
No, the universe is
Not-
punishing him.
this is not going to happen.
With an arrow to the cheek.
Don't try to make sneaky cheeks happen.
We already did. Just stop fighting.
Sorry.
I will fight tooth and nail to the death.
Look, sometimes the dice tell a story.
Don't you
Oh,
dare.
there's no encounter. That's why I can't roll it.
You should still be able to roll your longbow.
It's not. letting me.
Yeah.
Are you able to target
Just-
me?
No, just click on the longbow.
What the fuck? It just disappeared.
Yeah, because I rolled it and I deleted it.
$22.
Why did it roll twice? Oh, you did disadvantage. 22. Roll damage.
To cast shield?
Do you? The question would be if you see it coming. And I'm assuming from Arnin's like passive stealth. No, you do not. 11 damage as Elric, you are walking through the forest and all of a sudden you feel an arrow embed into you and you're like, hey.
But it's his butt. Right?
Yeah, right into
Mama called it $1 million wound, but I ain't never seen a dime of that money.
right.
Weren't we moving towards you? How would you hit me there?
Elven magic.
Oh my god.
He's a high
Hey,
elf. He has the high ground.
What was the movie? Curve the bullet.
Wanted, really?
Wanted. Yeah.
He
We're gonna
curved
go off wanted.
He curved the arrow.
Oh my god.
He caught you when your back was turned.
Yeah. So yeah, you feel a sharp piercing sensation in your gluteus maximus muscle.
I swear to God.
Here's the problem with that. Do I know it was Arnon who shot me?
Make a perception check. Arnon, are you trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
I would say since you shot, though, it would be stealth at disadvantage because he would know
my
roughly
God.
the area.
We just
But I got my
out
hood
of
up, so is that just a straight
Yeah,
roll?
just
then?
straight roll. And then Elric make a perception check.
Eric's gonna fire.
I'm laughing
balls.
so hard on mute that I'm coughing to death.
Oh my god, that's a 26 and a 20 perception.
Nice.
You have no idea. You know roughly where it came from, but you can't see who it came from.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
He's gonna cast to whom it may concern.
That's usually what happens.
Damn.
It's like Orpheus. They found us. I don't know how, but they found us. Get back.
What are you talking about? You're being too loud.
You don't see the arrow sticking out of his ass.
Hey, we're in the woods. I don't know.
We're in the
I'm
woods.
focused on not stepping on any branches or leaves.
And I didn't see you.
No.
Oh God, yeah, that's in his general area to whom it may concern. That's a fireball.
Arnon, have you even told us that you
Oh
see
my
them?
god.
I don't think you did.
No.
Stealth.
So, how close are you to the two of them, Arnon? How close are you to Butch and Gwen? Would you have walked a little ways away, or are you still standing next to him when you shot that arrow?
I think I'd walk a little ways away because they would have been like, hey, why are you shooting an arrow?
How far is a little ways away? Is it fireball a ways away?
We're gonna self-team wipe
Yeah.
after narrowly surviving an
Go-
escape effort.
You know, duck around a tree or two.
Okay.
How
So 15 feet
wide
away
is-
from us.
Fireball.
What did you say there, Arnon?
I went around a tree or two, yeah.
Is that how you described it?
Cut around a tree or two or something like that. I don't remember.
It's a shame. Pretty sure you said duck around a tree.
Nice.
Discord, why did you do this?
Are you doing it, Elric?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right.
It's gonna be
Yes.
I don't know how far
The
Arnon
city
is
will have
from
no
the-
idea
yeah.
where we are now.
Arden.
Wait. He's 15 feet away from us?
Yeah, so.
Does that
Yeah.
still hit us?
Well, it depends on because he's not. He
I'm
doesn't
gonna say-
know specifically where Arnon is, so there's
Okay,
probably
so-
a random die chance.
Yeah, I'm going to say Butch and Gwen, both of you roll a d2.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to roll a d8 to see on which direction away from
No.
Elric.
Whether or not
Nice.
you're in it
A
within the.
d2.
Yeah, roll a d2 to see whether or not you're in
Like,
the.
flip a coin. Are you in or are you out?
Am I in?
I'm gonna die.
Am I in? Oh,
Gwen and Arnon make
One of us
dexterity
is gonna
saving
die.
throws.
fuck.
Butch, you're right outside of this fireball as it explodes
I-
to your
Oh
friends.
Oh my fuck.
He needs
Oh
to add
god,
3
I'm
to
gonna
this.
die.
So that's a 24.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
half damage.
Stab Elric.
Gwen takes full damage. Go ahead, and roll your damage.
jeez.
Oh no!
Hey Sam, how many hit points does Gwen have?
31 right now.
Oh well, let's see if you survive.
This will be the second time that Elric hit you with a fireball.
Take that
Today.
spell away from him.
In 2
27.
sessions, by the way.
I'm still alive. I'm on fire and I'm upset.
Oh, shit. That must have been Elric.
I just screamed, God damn it, Elric.
Yeah, you hear.
What?
You hear, God damn it, Elric.
There's only one motherfucker in this forest casting fireball at us today.
However, so part of Fireball
It's a big ass
Yes.
fucking fireball.
Fire!
is fire, and it sets things on fire. So
Uh-huh.
the
Do we now
Under-
have to outrun a forest fire?
the
Roll for Smokey
underbrush.
the Bear.
I mean,
Yeah,
green wood catches less well than dry wood, but still,
less well it do catch.
yeah.
You do see the
I
under
think I caught that.
the underbrush itself has started to catch fire, and it is smoldering, and around Gwen and Arnon, the majority of the underbrush is now on fire.
Can I? Oh my god, I just want to see the spell. I can. Is it a 30-foot or 15-foot radius circle? Would that cover all the burning stuff right now?
No, because fireball is a 30-foot. Or wait, you said 15-foot radius,
Yeah, it's 15-foot radius.
and fireball is a 20-foot radius, and you'll get most of it, not all of it.
At this point, have we all realized that it's us?
You heard Gwen shout out when she got hit with a fireball, so yeah.
Okay. In that case,
I'm going to yell, Gwen, watch out! They've got archers in these woods.
Would I have known that Arnon shot his bow? Or
Not-
shot his.
Not with a 30-some-odd.
Does Orpheus notice the underbrush
24
setting
was
on
my
fire?
star. 26.
26. Not with a 26 stealth. I mean, probably not. But you could probably assume.
Dude,
Looks like somebody spilled red wine on Gwen's token.
Oh, it's us, Elric. It's us.
What do you mean it's us?
Just
Who the hell shot me?
Oh, you fucking sneaky cheeks! Just come to
Can I
me.
have my arrow back?
Oh my god.
Can I druid craft any of the fire away, or is that just not enough?
I'm just gonna limp away from this.
Yeah, a
fucking
small
disaster.
campfire. Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
The-
Because I can also cast Freedom of the Waves,
Ooh.
and I didn't know if I could clean it up. But the thing is if I cast Freedom of the Waves, we're all gonna get hit again, and I'm gonna knock myself out.
All right, Orpheus, assuming Orpheus notices the brush setting on fire ablaze around us. Well,
Guys,
around
we have
them
to
at least.
go.
Orpheus is gonna cast Dragon's Breath on himself and use the ice version and just start breathing ice on all of it as much as he can.
It takes you a couple rounds, but yeah, you're able to get it under control. Oh.
I clicked on the wrong stupid thing.
We should go.
Are you healing me, Butch?
Yeah, but I clicked on healing word instead of cure wounds.
We should go.
Trying to go.
So
There's
that
an arrow in my ass. You
should
son
be
of a
11,
bitch.
not 7.
All right, so
Somebody with some medical talent should probably pull the arrow out of Elric's ass.
Are you?
God damn it.
Are you all?
I'll try.
Go for it. Make a medicine check.
Why? I'm standing right here.
Oh, I know you are, Butch. Leave it.
She's gonna turn that arrow.
Him leave it. You
Can I-
leave it.
Can I? Can I
Natty
help you?
light. I hope it still hurts a bit.
It's really in there, Elric.
Oh, it still hurts because yeah.
Medic.
So here's a question.
Medic.
So arrows, typically the way, depending on the angle and how they are positioned, are you pulling or pushing?
No.
This is a Gwen question. Are you trying to pull it back or are you pushing it through?
I mean, how deeply embedded in his butt is it?
How much?
And from what angle? Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
this
so
is
first
pertinent
off-
information.
Yeah. Well, so what was that? 17 damage? No, 11.
Is it already
If it's-
poking through the other
yeah.
side of the
11.
cheek?
No, it's coming in slightly from the side, like maybe like yay, and it's a good few inches, probably 2 inches in.
because I don't want to. If the arrowhead is like this, I don't want to try to pull it out and do more damage.
Arnon, what kind of arrowheads do you have?
Oh no.
So then I would want to push it through. But how long is the shaft at this point? Like we're gonna go. That's technically the word. There's many
According to our
components to
intro
this.
Today, it's at least 8.
God damn it.
I mean, you can always snap the shaft.
I mean, I could, but then the arrowhead's still in his ass, right?
I think Dennis Rodman did that.
You snap the shaft and then push it through.
Oh God.
There's an arrow in my ass.
With a 20 medicine check, is that a logical thing?
This was your father's arrowhead.
You.
Arnon, what kind
Yeah,
of
just smuggle it out.
What are you doing?
what kind of arrowheads do you got on those things, Arnon?
I'm looking at the picture in Foundry. It seems just like a standard.
It's like a broadhead.
Yeah. It's not a barbed one.
Small mercies.
I mean, you can certainly try to pull it back out.
Just-
No, I think I'm gonna not so gently, as I'm still assuming just breathing in like ash and anger. I'm just gonna snap it and then push it, and then I don't know. I'm not trying to do damage, but I'm not upset if I do a little damage.
Next question. Do you have a big metal ring?
What?
Big metal ring for the piercing in his butt cheek?
Oh, like a piercing. No, I've got bones though. It's like a bone.
Do
through.
do not.
Is that like a gauge?
Yeah, yeah. It's like the fast track.
You
It'd
wanna-
be really
Butt piercing
cool,
with a
Elric.
bone finger.
An accident can turn into intentional real goddamn quick.
Roll it.
Just out of
Gwen,
curiosity, Alric, how many fireballs you got left?
I don't really want to.
Gwen, roll a sleight of
He
hand.
is funny.
No.
Sleight of hand.
I am not gonna put anything in Elric's butt without permission.
Hey guys, how long do you think he'll go with Sneaky Cheeks if we start suggesting extra butthole? As a
Hey, Elric, I literally gave you another butthole.
I'm going to turn
I
into
think
another
technically
general.
Arnon gave him another butthole.
Well, it became the hole when I removed the thing inside it.
I'm going to turn
could be-
into another general and become the worst thing in all of the planes.
We could be cool.
We
and
just
be
created
XP.
Sorrow Man.
Gwen, just push it through so I can heal him.
Live outside.
I did. I
Yeah.
pushed it through.
Terrorize.
Now we were just talking about adorning the piercing he now has.
Yeah.
But I pushed it through.
It hurts, but the arrow is out of your butt cheek.
All right. Well, we should probably get out of here before they find us. I'm sure that
Sounds like a
giant
plan.
explosion of fire would probably help them find us.
I
It
can't
might
move.
also help Captain Sid find us.
Suddenly you hear, woohoo!
Can you
There's my
pause the
boys.
game so I can get close enough to him to cast the healing spell?
Oh, yeah. Oh, why the hell? Why did it pause again?
Who knows?
Spacebar.
Apparently, I
Goddamn
must have
spacebar.
I must have hit spacebar on accident.
But just like, I just want to heal and do good. And Gwen's like, I want to pull his arrow out.
Why won't it let me target him?
Do you have anything else targeted?
Not by choice.
All right. So you all trying to after Butch heals
gosh.
Elric, are you all trying to sneak away or what are you doing?
Hobbling.
I
Hobbling.
can-
I'm not even going to try to be stealthy anymore.
It won't. It won't even let me.
Orpheus is going to help Elric along.
So you're not trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, no, stealthing has only ever hurt.
So as you guys,
Which I think
which
I think you've got Sid and Gwen targeted.
Yes, I do. It's very frustrating.
option C, I think, or command C, or just
Copy data for 0 tokens.
or just drag an empty box somewhere, and that should do.
I've done that about 4 times.
Oh, fuck that then.
It's alt
Option C did the trick.
Okay.
option. We gotta remember that one.
Mac.
Alt and option.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Or option.
So if you start hobbling away, which direction are you headed?
Where's the path out of here? Where is the path out of here?
So
Do we have a sense of where we are?
make a survival check?
You got it. Anybody want to help me?
Yeah, I was like, can I help Butch? Since
Yeah, sure.
we grew up in similar circumstances.
Yeah, except I lived in the ground and you lived in the trees.
One of you's the Lorax.
Hey.
Look at that.
With a 28, you feel fairly confident of the fact that you are on the west side of the city.
West side.
West side. You are outside.
Do we have to be on the east
Yeah,
side?
you did. You don't notice any specific, like, there's no major pathways or no major roadways or anything like that through the area you're in right now. With a 28, though, you feel fairly confident that you can traverse in a somewhat safe distance around the city. You remember you have to be about a quarter mile east of the city by tomorrow morning. And it's probably, at this point, you're probably getting closer to evening time. So probably like 5-ish o'clock. You know, if you go north, you're going to have to go past the main entrance. If you go south, you're going to go into an area that you have no information about.
All right, I let the
We
group
left
know.
kind of a trail, so we need to go not in the trail direction. So
All right.
Okay.
maybe we'll
We could go back to where we met those owls.
That was
It's on the other side of the city. We have to get around it. So we need to either go north or south for a little while.
Well, since the north is going to put us in line of the entrance, we should probably go south, even though we haven't seen that yet.
I say south.
all right. So you're headed south.
Yeah, I'll scout.
Well, we
About
got 3 more votes. What do you guys want?
It's as good a plan as any. Let's do
That's
it.
fine.
about how
Let's
far
just get out of here.
About how far away from the city are you going? Like, do you want to keep the wall in view? Are you going to be up close to the wall, or are you going to try and get farther away from the wall before you turn south?
I think we should get farther away.
Yep, farther away.
Do you want to be far enough away but still keep the wall in sight so you know where you're headed, or are you just going to rely on Butch's survival?
Is
to
the
get you around?
vegetation pretty thick here?
At least where you are right now, yes. It seems like the wall itself is almost incorporates itself into the surrounding forest. It's fairly thick. If you walked out probably another 100 feet or so, it gets even thicker. That will severely slow your pace. However, would probably decrease your ability or decrease your visibility by quite a bit.
Yeah, I just figured we were in the woods, so we couldn't see the wall from very far away anyway.
Yeah, I'm more worried about getting caught.
Yeah. So you want to go to a place where you're no longer you can no longer see the wall, or what? Because you're not. The thing is, you're not that familiar with how big this city is. You got a rough estimate from the inside, so you could potentially just go off of your gut, more or less, and your survival to see if you could continue to stay at a decent length off of it, or you could keep it in visual view and have a much easier time about it, but also be a lot more likely to get seen.
Hey, Fireball, how many can you summon your familiar again? So we can keep an eye on the city?
I don't think I ever actually dismissed him.
No, I'm pretty
so-
sure he's still there.
Yeah.
Hey, what you want?
What's his name again? Elron Horrible?
Edgar.
Oh, right, Edgar. Eddie.
let's go like south for half an hour, and east, and then north. Like
Okay, we're gonna go south. Let's just Edgar, keep a bird's eye view on us as best as you can.
what happened to your butt?
I can stick my
I don't want
beak
to
in
talk
there.
about it. Not now, Edgar. Not now.
Maybe later.
His butt is pretty fine.
All right, so you all start heading south. I'm assuming you are being sneaky, so go ahead and roll stealth checks, everyone.
Do we want pass without a trace before we do
please.
that?
Yes, we
Please do.
need it. I need it.
Yeah, because we don't want to leave tracks. Is the main thing.
I'm the one who needs it.
Oh my god.
Did it go?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it worked for me.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, look. As soon as Elric has some magical help, he's golden.
17 for Butch, 35 for Arnon, 25 for Orpheus, 15 for Gwen, and 31 for Elric. Damn. So you guys all kind of fade into the mists, more or less.
I don't.
And you start heading south. You kind of leave the wall a little bit. Did you guys decide, are you staying within view of the wall, or did you go far enough out that you can't see the wall anymore?
Go far.
Okay, so you
Yeah, far enough.
You start by going west for about 100 or 200 feet until the wall is obscured from your view due to the trees, and then you turn south and start heading south. You said for about half an hour. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's leading the charge, go ahead and make a survival check.
Thank you. Do I?
Can I
Gwen
still
me
help?
with that?
Mm-hmm. Sure thing.
Cool.
So glad I helped.
Thank you.
26. You feel fairly confident you're still continuing to go south, and you all feel very, very confident that you are not being seen. Perception checks, please, for anyone who wants to keep an eye out.
Yeah, definitely keeping an eye out. For Arnon in particular, I'm doing one of these.
All right. Arnon with a 29, natural 20. Butch with a 17. Gwen with a 12. Orpheus with a 5. And
Navel gazing.
Carrying Elric.
Elric with a 13. Arnon, you're the only one who notices. You guys walk for about 15 minutes before Arnon, you hear the flapping of wings above you. You hear a couple different sets of wings kind of going around in circles around the treetops. And then you hear muffled voices from your left.
Steer everybody
Kind of
away from the left.
take a second, kind of move everybody farther off to the right. Minute or so goes by, and then the voices start to fade, and you hear the actually, yeah, we're good. And yeah, the voices start to fade, and you hear the flapping of wings start heading off in kind of a northern direction.
Hey, Gwen. What do you call a fly without wings?
What?
A walk.
I like it, Butch. Unlike not being back on the ship.
Suddenly, because of Butch saying a dad joke, 5 soldiers pop out of the wood. No.
So sad.
I'm gonna learn fireball.
With your 17,
5 arrows pierce each of our buttocks
Yeah.
from the wood line.
With your 17 stealth and your dad joke, you just risk the entire party. No. All right. So you continue. You continue on. You make it about half an hour or so, and no other incidents. You've walked about half an hour south. What are you doing now?
Go east, right?
Yes. Survival check.
Go ahead.
Help.
Gwen's helping me.
Of
Well,
course.
Be that way.
27's not bad.
Yeah, 27. So you start heading east, and you walk for a minute or two, and then you notice the very corner of the wall. Looks like the whole wall is more or less rounded, but you see the wall start going from a north-south direction, curving to a more of an east or west. You're right on the corner.
Okay, let's move further east then.
Further
A little
south.
further south. Yeah.
Or, yes.
Okay.
Good idea.
Everyone go ahead and make another stealth check for me. Still have passed without a trace.
I imagine. I'm sorry?
You still have passed without a trace. You walked for about half an hour. You still... Oh no.
Gwen.
Dang, Elric.
Gwen with a natural 1 for a 13. Orpheus for 16. Butch with a 22. Arnon with a fucking 39, really? And Elric with a 32.
Unbelievable.
Luckily, this was a group check, and you got 2 over 30. So you move back, and you go a little farther south to the point where the wall's no longer in view. At one point, you do hear hushed voices in the woods close to you. You see Arnon and Elric. You guys kind of see Gwen kind of like looking around a little bit, and you kind of like grab her by the shoulders gently and like and kind of gently push her back down into the underbrush. So, but you're able to walk slightly farther south and before you turn east. You head east for about another 10-15 minutes before actually everybody make another perception check. Let's see where we're at. Arnon with a 21, Butch with a 7, Elric with a 23, Orpheus with a 7, and Gwen with a 20. Sorry, I missed that one. Gwen, Arnon, and Elric, the three of you see you are coming up on a road that is going north and south. You can assume that this road goes into a gate, up to a gate or entrance on the south side of Sinalestra.
So we started going east again then?
Yeah, you went south slightly, and then I thought you turned east. Right?
Okay.
So you sit there for a minute, and you do hear voices on the road. You hear, especially Elric notices quite a few voices. and the sound of like padded footprints sound like they're coming from some sort of beast, not humanoid.
Are they loud enough for me to perceive if they're speaking the same language as us?
You cannot understand the language that they are speaking, no.
Can I?
As soon as he points it out, yes, you do understand it. They are speaking Sylvan.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages on myself.
The two of you notice this
Can
conversation.
you believe they found ass blood on the leaves back there?
Yeah, there was like
God damn it.
No,
How do they know what kind of blood it is, Arnon?
It was ass blood. It's very distinct.
Oh, is it now?
you hear
It's as
between
legally distinct as Sid is.
yeah between two of these soldiers, you hear yeah, they said that they were out here somewhere. I don't know. They went over the west wall, and we're supposed to be keeping an eye on any of the main roads and any of the entrances. You know as much as I do. And from the other one, you hear, well, I'm supposed to get off. My shift's over in like an hour, so as long as they wait until after that to show up, I'm fine with it.
They have a shift change coming up.
Fireball.
No.
You hear going back and forth, just bullshitting, talking about well, I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, I heard some noises after they escaped over on the west side, but it's out of our area. As long as they don't come up this road, we should be fine.
Can we gauge where they are and cross out of sight?
They seem to be fairly close to you. You could go farther south if you would like, which would take you farther away from the city, and potentially try and cross at that point.
It's up to you all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
want
think that's
another
our option.
accidental fight.
Okay. Also,
Yep.
at this point,
Yep.
you've had Pass Without a Trace up for about 45 minutes. So
I mean, worst
Okay.
case scenario, we should probably get far away from the city. Put up
Not
our
sure-
our magic hut. Because we'll have to spend the night out here, almost certainly.
I mean, we could always ask Sid to meet us someplace else.
Tomorrow, yeah.
No, like whenever you want. I have the sending spell.
Oh, even better.
Can he come get us now, please?
Well, not here. We're right by the road.
Okay, not here, not
Let's
here.
go away from the road.
My finger can only hold the blood at bay for so long.
I'm not bleeding, you son of a...
Yeah, I gave him 6 hit points to seal that.
I just imagine like Orpheus walking behind with his finger on.
It's like, what are you doing? Stop that.
Get your finger out my butthole.
In a new TV series, Touched by a Human.
All right. So what are you doing?
Let's go away from the road and the city. Diagonal like.
All
Yeah,
right.
both of those things.
So you're going back towards the west, like southwest.
Sure.
All right.
Maybe we should have like your bird fly up and see if there's like high ground anywhere. We can just tell Sid to pick us up there.
Going to, for a moment, have my bird go up to see if they can
Okay.
find a high ground.
Make a birdception check.
Birdception.
It's like
Orpheus, you'll catch him if he falls over, right?
It's like Inception, right? Oh my
I mean, because he could swoon at any moment.
You see,
Roll initiative.
yeah.
No.
You stop.
You see, so with a 9, you notice that in the direction you're going, there is like one specifically like taller. So you send Edgar up and kind of flies over the canopy a little bit. And if you turn back southwest, like your team has suggested, there is a spot out probably quarter mile away from the city wall.
But there's like a traveling circus,
where
right?
you do see, you do see a tree that's actually quite a bit taller than the surrounding trees. You see this one specific tree that kind of goes up probably double the size of the surrounding trees around it. And there are a couple thinner branches, but potentially big enough for you guys to get up in. If you wanted to have, and you think for a minute, Sid could potentially just swing down and we could jump off one of these branches into the ship.
All right. Let's go.
That's all you say?
Good.
Let's go.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm just gonna go off in that direction and say, I found a way.
Awesome.
Everybody go ahead and make stealth checks one more time.
Is this still with Pass Without a Trace?
Yes, it's still up for probably another 10 minutes.
That's a good thing. I needed it.
Yeah, looks like a lot of us needed it.
Butch with okay, so stealth checks. Orpheus with a 17, Butch with a 15. Fucking Arnon. That's a 41.
I love it so much.
Gwen with a 26 and Elric with a 24. So you start heading in the direction, following Elric in the direction southwest. Does take you about, because going through the underbrush and moving stealthily and moving slowly in difficult terrain, it does take you the good 10 or so minutes to get there. And at that point, Pass Without a Trace does start fading once you get close. As you approach the base of this tree, everyone make a perception check for me. Somebody got a nat 20.
Oh,
2 people got a
two
nat
of them.
20.
Ow.
All right.
Does that mean we noticed this actually is the tree of the Berenstein Bears?
Yeah. All right. Gwen with a
I noticed
19.
dead Keebler elves all over the ground,
Oh, no.
Gwen with a 19.
covered in fudge.
Orpheus with a 17. Arno with a 29. Elric with a 25. And Butch with a, why did that scroll up to 14?
Yeah. Amazing.
Most of you, Orpheus and Butch, don't really notice. Well, Butch doesn't really notice much of anything. Orpheus and Gwen start hearing a little bit of rustling as you get close to this tree. Arnon and Elric, now that you're close to this tree, you notice voices coming in and around the tree. Quite a few. You look up and you can kind of just peer through some breaks in the canopy, and you see high up in those branches that you saw before, quite a few fae of different varieties. You see some elves. You see some
do I smell cookies?
satyrs. No. You see a few different. You see one quickling dart down the branch. The next thing you know, he's coming out of the bottom of the tree.
A quickling.
How about
Man, I
Nico?
wish I saw this.
How about no?
All of you, Pass Without a Trace has ended, so I need everyone to make a stealth check again without Pass Without a Trace.
Did we turn it off?
I just did. So Butch, that's a 9. Oh no, I just got rid of the thing. Hold on, Gwen. I think you have to go in.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it off.
Okay. So Butch, that's a 9. Orpheus, that's a 5.
Okay, it should be gone.
Okay. Elric, that's a 22. Ooh. Arnon, that's a 22. Gwen, that's a 17. All right. So a 9, a 5, a 22, a 22, and a 17. Gwen, Arnon, and Elric kind of fade back into the shadows. Orpheus and Butch are taking a little bit of extra time standing and looking towards this thing. Jesus. You stand there for maybe a second too long before your group members kind of do to you what they did to Gwen a minute ago and just kind of pull you guys back into the shadows slightly. You don't think anyone has seen you. But as you're looking up, you do see quite a few people of different fey, unseelie, up in and around the base of that tree.
Yeah, I don't like this place. Let's pick a different place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get the feeling that this is basically a watchtower for the outskirts of the city.
Yeah, this is a bad place. Maybe the Raven could find a. Oh God, I don't want to have to go back to the.
Let's
to
not
the glen
stand
of
here. Let's just head east for now.
drunkenness. Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah,
Let's just go.
Keep
You're-
heading east.
You're heading east towards the road?
No, west,
Or west?
away from the road.
West.
Southwest, more southwest.
Okay. Because you were headed southwest to find the tree. East would have taken you across the road, but taken you towards where you were supposed to originally meet up with Sid.
Well, we're pretty. Didn't we move south as well?
You did, yeah.
So, maybe we can move on that road. I mean, the road's not a straight road, right? It's not a
No,
straight
it
shot.
kind of weaves in and out the
It meanders, I'm sure. So yeah,
meanders here and there.
you guys want to cross the road? Go east now.
At least get close to the road.
If we got another, maybe a little bit more magical help available.
We need to be careful if we're going back to the road. If this is some kind of watch area, surely they do patrols on this trail.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, because they probably would watch the road.
Well, let's go southwest.
I can do Pass Without a Trace one more time.
Yeah, let's go southwest.
Just get away from this tower thing.
All right, so you're headed southwest.
It's a real nice tower.
Are you doing Pass Without a Trace then, or waiting?
Do you
Let's-
all want me to use it or wait?
Might as well.
Yeah, use it again.
All right, it's the last one, so an hour
And
from
then
now
we'll
we're
have to go
done,
across
so.
the road when it's still up. So
Unless
Keep
we
that in
redirect Sid.
And we can redirect Sid. I have slots.
okay.
All right, everyone roll your stealth checks.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That's better for everybody.
Ow!
Ooh.
We are the knight.
23 for Butch, 25 for Gwen, fucking 42 for Arnon, 30
I
for
love it.
30 for Orpheus, and 33 for Elric. Yeah, you guys. I don't know if it's the nerves for being underneath this tower and hunted by the Unseelie, but you guys are extra cautious as you continue to go southwest, deeper into the forest.
It's probably the lingering butt pain.
Lingering butt pain. That's your new team name, Lingering Butt Pain.
No, I think I'm going to stick with Fireball.
LBP.
LBP.
You watch it.
You down with that? I can't even do
You
it.
down with LBP?
No, not down with it.
All right. So you continue.
Who's down with LBP? This whole party.
Oh, God, you broke me.
I'm gonna burn it all down. And they're gonna get another general that they're gonna have to deal with.
As you all continue southwest, with those numbers, a couple times you do get fairly close to patrols, but you're able to kind of stop and crouch low in the shadows as these patrols pass you.
Thank you, 42.
Yeah. As you continue for another... Well, how long are you going to continue southwest?
I think we should probably go southwest. I mean, it's going to be like southwest
Yeah.
because
Are
you
gonna-
want to cross the road.
At some point, Elric, we should probably try to find some other landmark, something identifiable for Captain Sid from his ship.
Yeah, let's walk for a half hour and then look for another landmark.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Let's
perception
do that.
checks. Or are you sending the bird up to look?
Sending the bird.
Go ahead. Okay.
Can I roll perception anyway?
You can roll a perception check at the ground, but you're going to be blocked by all of the trees in the forest. But you can still look.
Should I roll at disadvantage then?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a thick forest, like 4 C's thick. Anyway,
Cues.
Edgar with an 18. He's looking a little better this time. You do notice that if you continue forward, probably another
I used my strong eye.
probably another 15 or 20 minutes. The ground does kind of curve up. The canopy curves up a little bit, and the trees thin out. Looks like there is a bit of a hill up there. He kind of looks around. You are still within view of that watchtower, but it is a significant distance between the watchtower and the hill if you wanted to see if you could take the chance. But you're pretty confident that clearly you're still within view that the ship will be seen. Whether or not they give a shit about the ship being seen is not something you know.
Right.
That is a risk you would have to take.
Over this way. Found a spot where we'll be more visible to the ship, but more visibility for them is going to mean more visibility for the ones looking for us.
Does the ship have ropes it has ropes we can climb. So does it matter?
Should we just keep walking until it's sleepy time? And
Which at
do we
this
have a way to signal them?
at this point you're probably getting, well, let's see, 6, 7, 8. You're probably getting close to 8 o'clock.
Well, we do need a landmark to direct him toward. So, Elric, what did you see?
I'm going to describe that area for them.
Okay.
All right. Well, once we get there, I'll send him a message with a spell. Does that sound good?
Didn't Sid have someone doing locate object and it was directing him towards us? Like, can't we ask
Hey,
him to
Moon
do that
Shadow,
again?
thanks for following, man. or
Thank
woman,
you.
whoever
Hey.
you are.
Thank you.
Person of indistinction. We don't.
Person of
He,
distinction.
she, or they. We don't know. We don't care. Whatever. Thanks for the follow.
Distinct, indistinct person.
Indeed.
Couldn't Sid or whoever on his crew use locate object to find us again if we just find a place to hunker down?
Yes. Orpheus, do you have an object that Sid is very familiar with?
Not,
Time.
not magical.
It doesn't have to be
It
magical.
doesn't have to be. Just has to be
Oh.
something he can track.
Well, it's organic. Is that a problem?
Oh, this is an elf-human thing, isn't it?
I
What-
don't think it would be a
What
problem.
organic thing are you referring to, Orpheus?
I'm joking. I've known the man for 2 days. I don't have anything he would know of.
Did he handle and like look at your sword at great length?
That's certainly at great length.
Okay, well then he should be able to cast locate object on your sword then, right?
That's not how it works, Butch.
Okay.
That's actually technically how locate object works.
In the literal sense.
Yes.
What about
I mean, you two are great men are passionate about your weapons, right?
We're passionate about things that don't last very long, like explosions.
Oh crap! He's not going to be able to locate your explosion.
It might locate Elric's.
Oh, like a flare.
Yeah, we have something like that. Like you shoot off a magic missile or something.
I mean, I can shoot a firebolt.
Pretty sure magic missile requires a target, and you're not allowed to target the darkness.
I
you target
have
the darkness
dancing
inside?
lights.
what
I can
about
shoot.
one?
I can shoot a firebolt up in the air, but I don't know how many times I would have to do it, and we'd also risk revealing ourselves to everybody else in the
Well,
area.
okay, let's get to the place that Ulrich described. Then we can tell the captain to look for us there. Or near it. We don't actually have to be in that place, right? We could be nearby.
Yeah, we can be nearby. Tell them to, set down a rope there, and then we'll go up the rope.
We'll do the thing. All right, let's go close by there and set up camp because oh man, I have rations. I'll be okay.
I got some jerky left.
Ooh.
So you guys walk for probably another 15, 20 minutes before you get to that base of that little hill. And you do notice the tree line itself starts thinning out.
Let's set up camp before we leave the trees.
Are you doing the hut,
probably
or
smart.
are you just doing a?
I'm gonna hut.
You're gonna hut it up.
Hut.
Doing the hut. Oh.
Sexy. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to do the hut all night long. So anyway. All right, so Butch casts his tiny hut. What are you guys doing inside the tiny hut?
Need to send Sid directions.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
I go
hold
inside
on,
and
hold on.
lay on my stomach.
Hold on. Is it going to go through the hut?
Would you like some ice cream, Elric?
We can say, for the sake of this, that Butch, you would have to do the sending before.
Yeah, I'll
you
just
went
do
in the
this.
hut.
I will have done the sending first.
Correct. Yes.
We'll have done.
Would I like some ice cream? Are you a lieutenant?
I was.
I described the location.
All right. So you send
What
to
happened was-
what are you saying? What exactly are you sending to Captain Sid?
Well, the description Elric gave me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Pick
Besides-
us up tomorrow. This is Butch.
Pick us up
I
tomorrow.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the description that he gave
No,
me.
that's fine. I besides the description, I meant what, like, are you telling? Biggest thing I needed to know is, are you telling him to pick you up in the morning? Are you telling him to pick you up now? What are you doing?
ASAP.
Tell them in the morning.
In the morning.
There's too much going on around here right now.
They're looking for us.
We're all fine here. How are you?
Boring.
Elric's got a hole in his butt.
We don't need to recount that part. We really don't.
We need a medevac.
Everyone has a hole.
Didn't he have 2 extras now?
I
Gwen
healed
pulls
them.
out a vertebrae and she's like, "You could just hook this right in there if you wanted to." Like while Gwen or Butch is doing the sending. The tent erupts in flames.
The tent.
The party burns down in the middle of the night.
All right.
I
All
wasn't
right.
aware this is a no decorations zone.
Okay. Elric,
Yeah.
why did the elf fall down the well?
Because he had an extra butthole.
Because he
Arden,
couldn't.
I swear to all of the gods.
Just let me finish.
It's all right,
I'm
Alec.
just
You can
being
just tell us to
topical.
leave.
This will help you feel better. Why did the elf?
I will.
So, Perry, I saw a video today on TikTok that literally did all of the jokes that you're doing today. It's kind of
Awesome.
hilarious. It was
It's fantastic.
this guy going around in Scotland asking people for their worst dad jokes, and they were saying all of
awesome.
them that you said tonight in Scottish
Fantastic.
accents, and it was amazing.
All of them.
I don't know if I can do a Scottish accent.
All right. So,
Why did the
You're gonna
elf
need
fall
to
down
make-
the well?
You're going to need to make a wisdom saving throw for that cut down.
Ooh, ouch.
so
Inadvertent slam.
as you all enter the hut, you send to.
Yep.
Are you? So you're asking him to pick you up in the morning?
Yep.
All right. A second goes by before you hear. All right, we'll see you then. We'll redirect towards your new pickup.
Your joke's a derivative, motherfucker.
Your jokes are derivative, but not as funny because you can't do a Scottish accent. All right, so sending done. Hutted.
Hut-hutted.
Hut hiked. Woods hiked. Are you all resting or what are you doing?
Seems somebody should
I'll take a watch.
watch us.
Resting with one eye open on Gwen.
Sound choice.
You just lay on your back.
That's just a normal night
No.
for Orpheus.
All right, so Arnon's taking one watch.
Hey, Miss Swiss, Mr. Swiss.
I'm assuming the 3 elves are the ones taking the watches.
Yeah.
Seeing as
Yeah.
how- all right. Okay. Arnon, since you're the first one, we'll say you take first watch. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
A 15.
That's fine. No. Night comes and goes. You don't really notice anything. Every once in a while, you do hear footsteps in the distance. Nothing gets super close during your watch. As your watch comes to an end, are you swapping with Gwen or Elric?
I'm going to put Gwen in the position to wake Elric up.
Fantastic.
Yay.
All right. Gwen, roll me.
Both of you. Both of you.
Gwen,
Perception?
roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
16. Again, a few times throughout the night, you do hear footsteps At one point, they do seem to be getting fairly close, and you do hear muffled voices a little too far away to understand what they're saying. But with that, you do see the faintest glow of torchlight go past on the horizon. But nothing seems to come super close. Your watch comes to an end, unless there's anything specific you would like to do during it.
Yep. Just poke out. I can't use Druidcraft in here, can I?
You can. It can't go out of it. So you can use it within, as long as you don't try and make it go out of the bubble.
I'm just gonna use Druidcraft to make a little vine that just starts tickling Alric's ear until he wakes up. Like, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Alric.
I mean, to be fair, he did set you on fire, so
Alric. This isn't over. This will never end.
twice. Set you on fire twice.
Twice within like an hour.
Alric.
What?
Alric. It's your turn. Get your holy butt up.
Oh.
I thought Butch wasn't taking it. Oh.
Elric, roll me
It's the other guy.
Spring to my feet.
roll me a perception check. Jesus, a 15, a 16, and a 14.
We are consistent.
Elric,
That's
roll,
one word for it.
Elric, roll me a d20.
No.
Okay. That's an 11.
Pass your death save.
So about halfway through your watch, nothing seems to be happening. Then as... Well, there's no dawn or dusk here, so that doesn't really... I can't use that. About halfway through your watch, suddenly you hear a couple groups of people walking around outside of the tiny hut. You notice from the left and the right two distinct groups passing. You look and you do see a little bit of torchlight as they pass. Kind of stalls your breath for a minute as they seem to be getting closer and closer to where the hut is. They seem to be circling slightly around the area that the hut is placed. A few minutes go by, probably about 10 minutes of uncomfortable waiting and watching before finally they both go off. One goes off to the south and one goes off to the north. Don't seem to have any indication that they noticed the hut. If you would have rolled 2 less on that 20.
There was a... For the sake of this moment being as tense as it was, there was a little mote of fire beginning to grow in Elric's hand.
Fantastic.
And as soon as they leave, Elric just kind of dissipates it.
This man is so ready to burn this forest down once and for all.
They are everywhere. They're in the trees.
Oh my god, it's like the shadow fell over.
Berries in
again.
the trees.
When you wake, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. All right. And
Taking
as
sanity damage.
yeah, as your watch comes to an end, the rest of your party starts to rouse, whatever. it's still very disorienting here. This is your 4th day, I believe, in the Feywild. You still haven't gotten used to the fact that nothing changes light-wise.
It's just the same sky.
Perpetual twilight.
Should we take our long rest?
Yes, you can go ahead and take your long rest.
For the sake of just saying it out loud, before I did my long rest, I attuned to my new sword and dropped my attunement to the arcane blade.
Fantastic.
Can I have dropped attunement to something and
Yes.
used my cloak? Okay.
Use your.
Forgot about
Oh,
that.
I forgot about your cloak. Yes. Your spider cloak.
Yeah.
65 hit points recovered, Gwen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've also
That's why
reset
she was so pissed.
one of my weapon bonds to the new blade instead of the arcane blade.
Fantastic.
I still have one bond with
The sun sword.
Arnon's sun sword, just in case.
So, as you all rise, that's where we will pick up next week because it's 11:30.
Sweet.
So, thank you all for joining us for yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones, and we will see you here again next week at 8:30 Eastern Time on Tuesday at twitch.tv/Those Natural Ones, youtube.com/@Those Natural Ones, kick.com/Those Natural Ones, and trovo.live/s/Those Natural Ones. Okay, anyway, we'll see you next week.
Or hopefully we will roll fewer nat ones than we did to get out of the unseelie.
Yeah, that was intense, but you made it.
Night, night. Keep your extra butthole tight.
I'm going to kill you.
These are
I'm going to declare war.
Thank you all, and we will see you next week.